that well-dressed figure that you saw earlier, the evoker, standing there. I do have a mini for him, but you don't need it right now. So as you guys walk in, the evoker is actually standing there waiting for you. And he's just got 3 kind of sprite-like creatures hanging around around him. You actually, if you were to pay attention, you'd recognize them as one being a sprite, one being a pixie, and another being an imp. Howdy, y'all. Welcome to TPKhaos and the Minecraft's not one-shot. It's not a one-shot at this point.
Yeah, you don't have to add that anymore.
Welcome to Minecraft.
4 sessions on a single floor now?
We're going
I think we have done.
I
like
expected this floor to take 2 at most.
Wow, you miscalculated.
Obviously. I didn't expect them to explore, but they did actually get a benefit out of exploring
Every room. We've got a benefit of every fucking room.
I'm assuming you're just going to destroy every dupe photo or every dupe painting, by the way.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Oh yeah, 100%. As soon as we're out, and I say, "Hey, are you good with the garden? Are you good with your room?"
Okay, so every room that you go in after you've explored this entire floor, you find a painting for every room. Destroy any duplicates and send all the others into the storage room. At this point, I can't. You can't.
Don't ruin my warp maze. All right. Gonna turn it into a secret bunker then.
Actually, I'm quite curious about something real quick.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take one of those guys, right? No?
I wasn't. I mean, I was just gonna let him go.
Oh, okay. We'll let him go then.
Why? What were you gonna do? Horrible things?
I was gonna have one painting, and then have him step halfway through it. I was gonna pull the painting off a wall and see what happens. It's get split in half, just half them disappear into the fucking reaches of the underverse.
Have you not heard of the Geneva Convention? That's a war crime, sir.
Geneva Convention, more like Geneva Suggestion.
Suggestions.
Allow me to explain something to you as a villager, right?
Villager.
You come to me, you hit me, it now war until you did.
Yeah, that seems about right. I was in a village one time and I was just chopping some wood and this asshole villager walked up in front, got hit, and next thing you know, he sicked his golem on me and I'm dead.
Yep.
And I slept in the bed and right next door, so I'm stuck.
We call that spawn camping and we villagers trademark that.
Yep.
You do very well.
Because I also remember that shit.
All right. So, yeah, they've looted up this entire first floor, got quite a lot of emeralds out of it, some potatoes and carrots, and an enchantment book for, crossbows, and a totem of undying, which I honestly didn't expect them to get. But honestly, that might just come in handy, as they now have one path that they've not explored, which is further into the mansion.
And I guess has it been over an hour since we finished searching everything?
I'm sure.
Okay. The guy only lasts for an hour.
Okay.
Boo.
Yeah, he's not permanent like your
Aw.
guy.
Yeah.
How many times can you summon him?
As many spell slots?
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Can we take a rest?
A short
Can
rest.
you take a rest?
Short rest?
Short
Whoa,
rest?
now, what just happened to, when I was a wee lad, we kept going for days thing that you said last time
I trained in the army, and when you need to take a break, you take a break. You need to go into battle at full strength.
I don't think that's how that works.
That is how it works.
We settled this the old way then. 1, 2, 3, go.
Ah!
1, 2, 3, go.
Ah!
No!
Ah!
Short rest it is.
Short rest it is.
I mean, I was going to vote take a short rest. and
I
not
get
been-
nothing out of it. So my guy is literally just going to sit in the corner and just look at his emeralds.
All right.
I actually
Golem.
don't need to take any hit die. The only thing I need to do is use my arcane recovery.
Use a lot of spell slots.
Yes, I did. What's that give me back for level 8? Is that
spell slots.
You get your level 2 back, right? Or is it level
It's
three?
up to a certain amount of
Certain,
up to 4th level, so I could do like 2 2s, a 3 and a 2,
Yeah.
or 3 and a 1. But I think
4
I didn't-
ones.
4 1s.
I didn't use any 1s or 2s, so I think I'll just take my 4th level back.
I need nothing. I have not taken damage in I don't know how long.
Sweet.
I get some health.
Feeling great.
All right. So yeah, now you guys, I guess, are gonna head back to the library because that's where you went from to get into the storage room.
Yes.
Okay. So you go back into the library, and you bring with you, I guess, the painting that was the hallway painting from here.
Yep.
All right.
And then while we're in there, I'm gonna look over at Jarvis and be like, so emeralds.
Yep.
I'll be taking those now.
I've only got 3. You got it, dude. Got any books?
I think I do actually.
You didn't find books.
I know I helped you harvest books, so you got all the books.
Oh, yeah, here you
Yeah,
go.
that's right.
You're fine. It's only 3.
That's fine.
So
Funny
you got
enough
the
that
emeralds, you got
actually-
the books.
I don't even know what you can buy with emeralds. 5, 10, 15.
You've got the food.
Everything.
I've got
See,
the
my
fancy
books,
book.
I have to transfer my books into emeralds to buy stuff. You just have straight emeralds, so you can buy almost anything from weapons, armor, food.
How many did you have again?
30, I think.
God. I mean,
That's not that many.
villagers, it's not. Villagers get really ridiculous with their prices. But if you do help, if you do stop a raid, you will get what, the heroic effect or something where you have like
They have decreased
discounted
prices.
prices.
You know what we
Also-
have here? We have a zombie.
If you cure a zombie, you get discounted
We can
prices.
have him bite villagers, and then we'll heal him, and then he'll bite him again, and then we'll
So-
heal him.
There's this cool mechanic that's called intimidation. It shortcuts right to the fucking desired effect we want. It's crazy how that works, right? Or persuasion. It's the nicer way of shortcutting right to the fuck you want.
Still don't get as good of a deal if you bring him back from the dead.
I
Probably not.
think if I walk up with my big buddy and say, I'm going to have this discount or I'm going to throw you to the moon, I'm going to have some desired effect.
They'd rather be thrown to the moon.
All right, so where are we at here?
So
we're
you
walking down the
guys,
hallway.
as you guys are walking into the next room, you guys enter into a new hallway or into a new room that seems like it should have be another painting room, but there aren't actually any paintings in here. Instead, there is that well-dressed figure that you saw earlier, the evoker,
Okay.
standing there. I do have a mini for him, but you don't need it right now. So as you guys walk in, the evoker is actually standing there waiting for you. And he's just got 3 kind of sprite-like creatures hanging around around him. You actually, if you were to pay attention, you'd recognize them as one being a sprite, one being a pixie, and another being an imp. He's got 3 of them hanging around him. And he's standing there, and as all 3 of you enter, he seems a little caught off guard by the fact that you guys are actually here, and he's like,
I can understand him.
you can understand him. He's very much not happy. He's just like kind of getting really upset about the fact that you guys have made it through.
So, Jarvis, this guy says he loves you and wants a very big hug.
I don't know him that well.
He says he can get to know you, uh-huh.
It'll take about 100 years to earn a dwarf's trust.
I've known you for like a couple weeks, I think.
I do not trust you.
You trust me with your life, don't you?
He has forced faith in you. He does not trust you, though.
Come from the army. I trust many strangers with my life. Doesn't mean I'm gonna hug them.
So
That's gross.
as you guys, I guess just talk amongst yourselves, this evoker turns around and snaps. And behind him, where there should be a painting, appears a painting of a prison cell.
Nice.
And he enters in.
What the hell?
Does he have any metal on him?
No.
You sure?
Does he?
Can I shoot him?
He does have metal on him.
Heat metal.
What? How you got heat metal?
Fuck you, artificer.
Artificers get heat metal
Since when?
since forever. They're the only
I've used it as mirror more than once.
They're intelligence casters like wizards.
Yeah, but I thought that was like a ranger only.
Oh, is
Well,
that
it's
a
not
range?
ranger, it's
Or
bard.
a druid or something.
Druid.
Druid.
Those
Druid and
Druid.
Bard can have it.
Bard can have it?
Remember in that one shot, I used it to do the fucking thing with the crown.
Anyway, artificers, yeah, they can get it. I think it might come from a subclass, right? But either way, it doesn't matter. They can get their hands on heat metal. So both of you are trying to attack him.
Yes.
You try to cast heat metal. You try to shoot him. What does heat metal do? It just forces damage, right?
Well, so the problem is the heat metal is
I'm going
continuous
to
damage until they can remove the metal part.
It's
I'm
Take
going
weapon
to
or
shoot him
armor.
first.
If it's his armor that he's heating. If it's just an object he has, then he can.
So I
take
imagine
that.
he's wearing like a necklace or a ring, right?
Mhm.
It's going to burn him for a hell of a lot of damage.
Okay. So you're going to try to shoot him first?
Yeah, so then he can heat the metal in the crossbow.
Inside of him.
Do you want to allow that? Are you going to go with that?
Yeah,
Or-
that's fine.
All right. Make me your attack roll.
Do
We're
not,
so ruthless. Like,
do not miss.
I guess I have to pull up.
Oh, he's
Probably.
good.
Does a
Wait,
19 hit?
That's right. Forgot it's a plus 14.
It's
I
only
didn't
gonna-
write down it can't be high. Crap.
19.
I mean, 19's going to hit. Yeah. So I'll only give him like a...
Max damage.
6.
11.
Nice.
Where's that book at? It's in the player's handbook.
All right. So what'd you say? You roll?
19. And then 11 damage.
Yeah. So as you let loose this crossbow bolt and it flies at him, just before the bolt hits, you see this purple mist appear, and all of a sudden he just is gone, and purple effects are just left behind him. And he teleports a little further into the room while the bolt flies past him, but he's turned around this time and he's like,
Heat metal.
I flip him off gently.
all right, heat metal. I guess you're just going to heat metal. So does that just take immediate effect and then he gets to try to remove the thing?
So yeah, it takes immediate effect. So he's immediately going to take 2d8 fire. And then
roll me 2d8.
on his turn, he can attempt to remove the object. And then if he cannot, I'm slowly going to burn his life away.
Oh, wait, did I wrote this as, that's not right.
And actually, I'm going to
Invokers, those
upcast
are
the
invokers,
shit
those are
out of that.
indicators. All right.
So okay, basically, how it's going to work is he's going to take 3d8 now.
Okay.
He can make a con save to be able to remove or drop the object if it can.
Okay.
If it cannot, not only is it going to take another 3d8 next turn, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until...
Is this a
the item-
concentration spell? And this a vision spell?
This is 100% concentration. Does not have to be visible once it's been cast.
Okay.
So if he moves fucking to the moon, I have a minute to fuck his life up.
Okay. So roll me your damage
3d8.
right now.
3d8. I'm gonna upcast the shit out of it. That's a good thing I did because that would have been poor damage. Let's see here. 15, 19. There is no. So 19.
Okay.
He has to make a. I think it's a 16. Let me check.
It'll be your spell save DC. Why don't you guys roll me initiative at this point? I'll roll his initiative.
Crit
Aw.
on my initiative. Not bad for zero modifications.
So you just got a straight 20 on your roll?
Yep.
So it's based off int, so it's going to be. Yeah, he needs to roll a 16 or higher. Con.
Yeah, he failed that save.
All right.
So is that on your turn, and then on his turn he can do that again?
So yeah, so basically what happens is I'm going to go first when the turn order comes around. On my turn, I'm going to burn him for additional damage, and then on his turn coming up, he can try again, but it's going to be a disadvantage because he failed the last one. It's disadvantage on checks and saves.
So
basically, once you hook him the first time, it kind of sticks around until a minute.
okay,
I rolled a 15 for my...
you rolled 15. And then 12? Whoops.
All right, and now basically nothing can hit me because, well, I mean, I can save the concentration, but yeah, it's not going to be pretty.
All right. So he is in the room ahead of you guys
Yep.
that he has created, the prison room. Guys. So you guys both took basically surprise rounds. Is that what you were after?
Yes.
You basically attacked before initiative. Now initiative is taking into effect. Okay. So
Well, because he did get one turn, because obviously he took the roll to try to remove it, so that would have been on his turn. So you have the rest of his turn for the surprise round, and then it goes back to like normal initiative.
okay, so he doesn't make that first save until his turn comes up.
Well, he already made it, so he'll...
So, well, yeah, like it's you cast the spell, then his turn comes up. He tries to make the save, failed the
fails,
save,
and then it continues.
and then it continues. Okay, so
So what's his initiative right now?
his initiative is 13. Yours is 15.
Perfect. No
Herm
problem.
is
Then.
12, and
As long as
going
he's
with-
after me, everything works as intended.
okay. So now,
Now it's initiative, so now it's whoever rolled the highest, which is probably Charvis.
yes, Jarvis rolled first.
And then
or highest.
Awesome. This time I reach
So-
into my pocket.
let me. So he's basically like in this room, right?
Yeah, build me like a small arena, like not massive, but what did I say it was?
It was a room.
What did I say? How big it was? 30
Decent.
feet, a 30-foot arena.
Close enough. What are you doing?
I don't know. Making it bigger.
Well, because there's a.
Oh,
Painting.
okay. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
And then he's like on the other side of the painting.
He's kind of standing in the middle,
Middle it is.
and put this guy in the middle of the back.
That's
So
unfortunate.
it's a 30-foot by 30-foot.
Can I see him from
Double check.
here?
Who?
The guy.
Which guy?
The
one they've
invoker
attacked?
or whatever. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he went through the painting, but he's like still, you can see him.
He's kind of in the center of the room now.
I'm gonna take out this shiny metal orb, and I'm gonna whisper something to it and squeeze it, and then you hear a kink, and then it starts heating up red hot, and I'm like, yeah. And as long as he's within 90 feet, I'm gonna throw the ball near his feet. All right,
Okay.
lands right there. And it doesn't seem to do much, but it just starts, and like steam starts coming out of it. And then the steam starts taking shape. And there's 8 guys.
8 guys?
8 tiny little steam nymphs.
I'm having PTSD flashbacks to the Raptors and the Hag. What you?
Oh. Oh. And then it says I can command them without an action, and they share my initiative. So I'm just gonna be like, attack.
For reference, imagine the little white girl and the 5 black guys, or the 8 black guys meme.
It's a +2. What's the land?
14.
So 1, 2, 3. Only 3 of them actually land. They
Okay.
have a horrible modifier.
Okay.
So that's
They don't have pack tactics?
no.
I'm surprised.
It doesn't do as much as I
5,
thought. 6, 8,
12.
10, 14.
Yep.
It's still decent damage.
Yeah. They actually all have a breath weapon too. I can launch it all at once.
Oh.
Which maybe that's what I should do, because even if he passes, it's still a D4, so that'd be 8d4 damage instead of the 6 on average for their hits.
Is it dead?
Probably not even hurt. He's pretty tough, I think. All right, that's all I got though.
Okay. That is now Ville's turn.
I can get to the other side of the painting, right?
Yeah. I was just gonna assume you guys can get into the painting.
Okay.
Oh, and these guys are flying too. These are flying creatures, so I assume that there's
So
hovering around.
firebolt and beam attack. So firebolt,
Okay.
18.
18. The hits.
Beam attack.
Yeah.
Lucky. Okay. So firebolt, beam attack. Firebolt's a D10. Beam attack's a D8. So. Oh Christ. 10. Jeez, that was awful. And then 2d8 for the heat metal. 6 more. So, bam, bam. Heat metal is the bonus action.
Okay.
He has disadvantage on attack, saves, and checks. And he has to roll a 16 con, which he already failed.
So he has to roll a disadvantage now.
He has to roll a disadvantage now.
Gonna be. Oh, he could. No, he couldn't save. He has a straight modifier. He has a 0 modifier. He rolled a 15.
Yeah, and now it's just freaking Thugapalooza. It's just, we're gonna ruin this poor guy's life.
Okay. Well, now it's his turn. So he is freaking out because he's being absolutely obliterated, which was not his plan at all.
I bet not. No, life sucks, don't it?
And he is like,
And what's he saying?
he's just, ow, 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 ow.
I had to drop concentration for my. That's unfortunate. I wanted to hear him scream in his natural tongue.
Oh, you won't.
Unfortunate.
So now he starts getting really pissed. So he turns around and snaps. And you notice that the guy who is in there behind you has this giant axe sitting with him. But it's not in his hands. Instead, his hands are outstretched. His arms are outstretched. And he's forced down on one knee, kneeling. And his hands have been chained out from him. And as the evoker snaps, his chains disappear. And then he turns around and snaps and disappears himself. And the 3 Vexes that are with him start flying off into the next room.
Can I take attacks of opportunity?
You can. On the Vexes. The
Yes.
other guy just teleported away.
So that'd be 1 for 13, 11, and 5. 13 might be the only possible one.
13 doesn't hit that one.
No, if 13 doesn't hit, that was my
Well,
best shot.
it's one of a few different options. So I got to figure out. I'm just going to assume if the 13 hits one of them, then that's the one that it hits. I got to find. Oh, I thought I had it marked. I do have. No, I'm not looking at the right one. I thought I had it marked. I guess I didn't.
It's actually probably a good place to call it. If you want to find it.
We'll come back from there.
Come back and see what happens in the next one. What is up with this guy who has been released from his chains?
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys for checking out today's video. We post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for more glorious D&D content. Please like, comment, subscribe, throw it all down below. We always appreciate it, and we will see you guys next week.